Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has been on both sides of the overtime debate. In the AFC Championship game after the 2018 season, Mahomes watched from the sidelines as the Chiefs defense gave up a game-losing touchdown to none other than Tom Brady and the Patriots on the first possession of overtime. And in the divisional round after the 2021 season, Mahomes led the Chiefs to a game-winning touchdown on their first possession of overtime against the Buffalo Bills. The overtime rule change comes on the heels of Mahomes' Chiefs rallying against the Buffalo Bills in this season's AFC divisional round, and then in overtime. The Chiefs scored first, won, and then moved on to the next round of the playoffs where they lost against the Cincinnati Bengals of Joe Burrow, who then lost to the LA Rams in Super Bowl 56. The new NFL overtime rule guarantees that both teams will have the opportunity to have possession of the ball in postseason overtime. But Patty Mahomes says he's not liking the rules very much. Why? He says your job is to find a way to win the game, no matter how long it takes, is what Mahomes told Yahoo. Mahomes said he doesn't have a strong preference for how the overtime rule works, and it's understandable. Patrick Mahomes has been on both sides of the ball. He's lost in overtime and also won in overtime. Kansas City's quarterback has also figured out that overtime strategies will be changing from here on out. It will change your game plan on how you do overtime, especially when you are in those playoff situations, he explained. Do you take the ball first? Do you try to see what they do first, so you can decide whether to go for a field goal or a touchdown? There's ways you're going to have to scheme and do things. I think it depends on what team you have and how the flow of the game is going. And he's very right on this also. You're going to have to come up with different scenarios and game plans just in case you get to that situation of the game in overtime. Since 2010, there have been 12 postseason overtime games in the NFL, and according to the New York Times, the team that has won the coin toss in overtime went on to win 10 of those 12 games. The new rule is likely to make things a little more fair as opposed to it being case of whoever wins the coin toss stands a good chance to win the game. The vote was approved and passed with a 29-3 vote differential. The Indianapolis Colts and Philadelphia Eagles proposed a mandatory possession for both teams in all games, both in the regular season and in the playoffs. Sometimes changes occur slowly in the NFL, but it seems like the majority of the league is happy with the new rule change, except for Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs.